Thank you, Stephen. Stephen, you've been here long enough. You know what, Stephen? I haven't done that in a long time. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to Watching with Styles. Um, as Stephen knows, I was on mute. Um, Lucas hit me with the thing. Are you ready for Stein? Look, y'all. I'm consistent with this. Whoever is wearing that headset on the sideline on Saturday has my full support. I understand how difficult it is to win, and it's crazy, y'all. Um, I follow Jock Jones. If you don't know, I said Jock Jones, Jock Green, Jacquez Green. If you don't know who Jacquez Green is, he's one of the best receivers in Florida history, and then you can say in the history of the conference. And he follows Florida like I follow Kentucky. And if why I want to keep saying Jock, if Jacquez Green said today, because there were some guys talking about the John Summerall hire, and Jock said it's hard to win. How am I sounding, Steven, now? Because I can see it on my. I don't know what's going on with my mic. Am I still distorted? Because I turned it down a little bit, and it's way higher than it normally is. It's kind of crazy. Um, yeah, I see back there. That should be better. I hope I can see it, so I definitely turned it down a lot. So hopefully it's better now. Um, oh, perfect, good, good. Uh, I appreciate you, Derek. Um, it is interesting time, and I'm gonna say this. I've said this for Jonathan already. Y'all look, man. That's the nature of the beast. I will say this for for the people who have chimed in. I'm gonna do a better job of doing stuff in the off season than I have been doing in the past. We are going to meet up. I'm gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep some dialogue going at least once a week, or I might just go twice a week. Obviously, it's not gonna be for the 2 3 hours that we do with the film review, but I I might go back to doing some more just commentary. Because you guys have done an awesome job. You guys know I'm not gonna say your name, but obviously Stephen C and John, y'all have done an amazing job of joining me every week, pretty much, and I really appreciate that. And and like the new guys, I'm gonna do a better job. I gotta give out a better product beyond just doing film review. You know what? We might do film review on other things later on because this is what I really do best. Which one do you want us to keep, Van? What do you mean, John? Which one? How many guys do we keep? I'm gonna say this, John, and I said this um on a post game show with Larry Glover. Here's the thing: when you have a new guy, I'm gonna leave it up to him. There is no one after these last 2 weeks of production. There is no one that is on this team that's safe. Steven, that's a good one. I can do some arguing. That's true. I John, I'm just honest with the portal and with a new coach, definitely an offensive coach. There's no one on that offense safe, and that includes Cutter. Like you can't hamstring this guy if he has a better option at his disposal at the most important position. It'll be nice if Cutter was that option, but man, I don't I'm not going to automatically say that Cutter has to be the quarterback. You got a quarterback guru from what everyone is saying. I don't know Will Stein well enough to say I believe that, but that's what people are saying. If he's at that level, you got to allow him to bring in his guy. And if he brings in his guy, he might be able to bring in skill position guys. You never know. I don't know. If Stoops was here, I can say that because I know what we had with Stoops. If Stoops is here, you have to keep the Millers. You have to keep Will Rod. You have to keep Patterson. You have to keep, I'm going to say Dante Dowdell played well. You have to keep Cutter. Those are my obvious on offense skill position. In the offensive alignment, the ones who want to come back stage, like Malachi Woods and Sam, you keep them. Defensively, you keep Ty Bryant. Hopefully Nichols, if this was Stoops. Nichols, I would keep Nichols. I would keep Addison. I would keep Graydon. I would keep Cam Dooley. Godfrey. Works. Humphrey Grace. Like, defensively, I would keep a few more people. I appreciate that, Derek. But with this new guy, no one is safe. No one is safe because he has to win now. And if he wants to bring in 85 new guys, fucking bring in 85 new guys. Because it's your ass on the line now. You have to live with the result. So we do have some young guys that I think he honestly, John, I think he would keep. But like the quarterbacks, I don't know. Like, is Stone Saunders and Ward gonna stay, or the new guy's gonna stay? The what's Ponikowski? Is he gonna stay? I hope I said his name right. If he's gonna still want to come, I think he will because it's a quarterback coach. We'll see, man. It's an interesting dynamic with what's going on, and I don't know. I just want to win. And no matter what it is, fans are going to have to also understand that winning just got harder, and to give this guy a little bit of a break. Let him get his feet wet. First head coaching job back home. It's a lot of pressure. And we play 9 SEC games next year. And if you saw the schedule next year, it is a beast. So it's gonna be difficult, man. But we'll see. We'll see. I just hope that. But here's the deal. I just hope that someone, I can't remember the tweet today, said my take on, I was on a Elite show this morning, Monday morning, quarterback I've been doing, and I brought up NIL issues. It's not that we don't have NIL. Like, everyone has NIL. Do we have enough funds to get players? Like top flight players. Do we have enough money like LSU is giving Lane Kiffin, which I know we don't. We don't. But do we have enough money to bump ourselves up to the top half? I'm not sure. We didn't have it this year. We didn't have it last year. I know that for a fact. Do we have enough money to do that? And here's the deal. I hope Will Stein made that as a part of him coming home. Just like Kirk Cinetti did at IU. Run me some money. Because if you can't run me some money, I can't be successful anyway. Y'all gotta give us more resources. And like Steven said, if it's a no, then we still have the same issue. We still have the same issue. JMI says we have enough money. Well, how much is that? See, here's the deal, man. Where's JMI getting that money from? How much are we offering? Are we competitive with the majority of SEC? We'll never be competitive with Texas. We'll never be competitive with Texas A&M. We'll never be competitive with like some schools we can't. But are we competitive with the Missouris? Are we competitive with the Oklahoma even tough? Are we competitive with the South Carolinas? Are we competitive with those? Like if you can say yes, then I'm cool with that. If we not, then we got to find a way to get up to the Floridas, the Tennessees, the Missouris. Like we got to find a way to get real close to them. If we don't, then we're not there. Like everyone says the NIL era was a problem with Stoops is because he didn't have the money. Like because people want to say Stoops had a issue with the transfer portal. That's false. We got Will Levis and Wandale Robinson with another 10-win season. How do we get them? Through the damn portal. So Keydron Smith, Jock Jones, those are all portal guys. Boss Man, those are all portal guys. That has nothing to do with NIL. NIL that's money, y'all. And now I have to be able to, as Will Stein, I have to be able to go to these guys and say, I have enough money to compete with other teams that you're trying to go to. But you come here, you can play now and make comparable money and play in the SEC. But if the differentiation between the money is huge, why would that kid want to come here? I'm gonna say this film is I've been saying this for the last few weeks. This is by far the shortest game film I've edited since I've been doing this for a few years, 3-4 years. We're at normally, y'all, it's at a decent game. This average game is 10 to 11 minutes. I've been getting down to 9 minutes. This game is 6.5 minutes, so this is going to be quick. And a lot of this is fluff anyway. But I guess for some, this is an exciting time. You get to see a new head coach, which a lot of people wanted to see a long time ago because once Stoops flirted with Texas A&M, I think a lot of people fell off the bandwagon. So I understand that. So this is a time. And I will say this as I probably said it yesterday, but as a guy who was on the team when a coach got fired, dude, this is not good for the players. I know that for a fact. It's not good for the players in a lot of respects. Now they on pins and needles because now where are they gonna play next year? So some of y'all are funny, man. The TikToks, y'all, for the normal followers on YouTube and X, man, if y'all got TikTok, some of these statements, man, are crazy. Ian, I don't think Afari didn't play his best game either. Ty Bryant did show up. Once we lost David Gusta, boy, it was tough. I don't think people realize that. But if you're not watching the film closely, you didn't realize he was out the game. Once we lost him, it was pretty much downhill. He is the anchor of this defense. Afari is still on that bum ankle. Didn't play as as well. He was gimpy, and you could tell he lost his explosiveness. I think for the most part, man, I'll show you a play. Like there was a lot of shit happening in this game, and it piqued my interest once the shit happened to Cutter Bowley on the sideline. I went back and watched the game, and there was some shit that was happening to us that they did not call. Yeah, David Gusta played in I know the first couple series, Steven. He did play in the first couple series. There were some holdings. There was some bad shit that was happening that they did not call at all. It wouldn't change the game, but dude, it was once that shit happened to Cutter and they was pulling his shoulder pads, they was pulling his face mask, and he got the personal foul. I was like, that's interesting. So interesting. So let's there's nothing else I have. New sheriff in town. And let's support him. And I know a lot of y'all are ready for a change, so I know y'all gonna support him. But don't just support him during the good times, like right now. Support him when he's gonna have some adversity. Hope it's not a lot of adversity, but he's gonna go through some adversity. And hopefully we can support him and the players like we should. I gotta find out, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. So here's the crazy part about it, y'all. Is that a lot of people have said stuff about players quit, and the word quit is just such a strong narrative for anyone to say. But I'm gonna say this. We are down 20-0. And then there's another narrative that I heard that the offense didn't cross the 50-yard line. Offense actually crossed the 50-yard line quite a bit. They just sucked when they got on the other side of the 50. They did nothing. Well, it was just obvious because we scored 0 points. But I mean, that wasn't the case. But like people say quit. The first 2 series out of half. 3 and out. Well, I guess it wasn't 3 and out because on this play they got a first down. So they got a first down, then they went 4 plays and was out. So once that happened, then the wheels fell off. But the guys came out of half and played. The offense just didn't give a shit. And their first scoring drive was like, what, 15 yards? Because we went for it on 4th down. Like, they had scoring drives. Their first touchdown was on the 10-yard line. And their touchdown half was at the 15-yard line. They had 1 drive. And that was suck when they got the pick. But other than that, they had a 30-yard drive, they had a 15-yard drive, they had a 10-yard drive, they had a 50-yard drive, they had a 48-yard drive. Bam. So let's get into it. This is gonna be quick. It was the O-line, man. It couldn't. That's not true. Vale. They had sacks, but Cutter had time to make throws. Show that in the first half. It's just interesting that the line just gets so much blame when a couple of those sacks were on Cutter. Like, first of all, you can't get in the 3rd and long. You have to win on 1st and 2nd down. Second of all, the quarterback has to help out the O-line. Like, that's a marriage. He didn't help out the O-line much. Now, there were 3 instances I can, off the top of my head, remember, where Shit, they had a 3-man rush, and Wally got his ass beat on a 3-man rush. What the fuck? And that was another one where they blitzed. They missed a stunt. I can think of three of them where Cutter had no shot, but I can think of 2 to 3 where he didn't step up in the pocket. He went out the back end of the pocket, and that's not how you do it. So, as I said, first play or second half, they get a first down. And this is purely, y'all. Like, this is a situation of guys not doing their job. You have contained. Get your ass contained and make the running back turn in. If you make the running back not allowed to come out here, but make them have to find a way in here, we have guys who can make the tackle. This is a perfect example of guys not doing a job. He goes inside that pull alignment. There's no one outside because that's his job. He is supposed to be here. If he's here, we got a defensive lineman inside of him right here that if he turns him in, he makes the tackle. You cannot hunt tackles because he got logged here, and now we're in trouble. That is a case of players just doing stupid shit. That's not his gap. His gap is outside. He's supposed to turn everything inside. He goes inside. We don't have anybody else over here. The nearest guy is this corner. So that's just a lineman assignment, a simple shit that we didn't do well. Ty Bryant has to do a better job of filling that gap. That's his alley. It's a big ass alley because our linebacker didn't keep contained, but that's his alley. Now, if you want us hot, this ain't as bad. That's a hole. Lineman pulls him down. That's a hole. But, so, now it's first down. Now, the bad part about it, got field position, right? Not great on first down, but much better on second. We are fighting. These guys are still trying to strain to get there. Now, it's 3rd and 1. Watch what happens here. We get a little penetration in the backfield. Boom. Beats the down block. It's 3rd and 1, and they lose 3 yards. They have to punt. That's damn good defense. Now here. Like this stuff, there's 2 guys open. This is a harder throw, but get it to him. Like that's a layup. You can't miss that layup. You can't miss that layup. Pump. Not sure. Bad throw. So now here's the deal. So then that puts us behind the chain. Right here. There's more than enough time. There's no reason to escape. All he's got to do, y'all, all he has to do. I'm not saying this is easy. Not saying this is easy. All he has to do is step up in the pocket. Step up in the pocket, keep his eyes down the field. He's got that. Or he can run and get those 5 yards. Now, this is the right throw. Now, the only thing is you have to know down and distance. It's 3rd and 10, right? I wouldn't mind this throw if it was in the green area, but now he's got enough time and patience where he could allow this backside dig to develop or Kendrick going across to develop. I don't mind the throw because it is the right throw, But we also got to understand down the distance. Like this, in this window right here, if he could have been patient, we got a window right there. He could have thrown in that window as DJ crossed into that zone because he had the time. I don't mind the throw. I think honestly the throw is probably the right throw, but down the distance. Shitty ass punt by Laros. Now all we dropped interceptions. They fumbled like 3 times. We didn't get not one of them. Pretty good stunt. Pretty good coverage by JQ. The problem is, you got to do this all the time. Well, obviously it's over with now. But the inconsistencies of JQ in coverage was underwhelming this year. That's a letdown. Should have been a norm for him. He's good enough to consistently play like that, but could not find a way. Now, here's the thing. This is a perfect call by Jeff Braun. We were fortunate because if he catches that, if that's a better throw by Moss, he might score. If he gets that ball down, that's a touchdown. He has 3 guys out in front of him. We got Pancake here because he's playing man. He didn't understand, and he's rightfully so. He didn't know that they were running a screen. If he catches that, he's down the ground. This guy over here is being ran off. This guy's being ran off. He has a convoy in front of him. That's a touchdown. That was fortunate. Very fortunate. Chase, I'm not sure how I feel about Will Stein. You wasn't here at the beginning. I'm going to support him. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. I know a little bit about his time at Oregon, but to deep dive into it, I have no idea, to be honest with you. And I don't like to talk about, if I don't know, I'm not going to talk about it. So, we'll see. I really love all the Louisville fans trolling. I really do. Y'all earned it. Y'all have every right to troll. I feel you. Talk your shit. John said, I'm so glad I waited to watch this with you. John, as the trolls don't understand, like they are new, the TikTokers are new. But John, that's why I do it, man. That's why we do this every week. This is not new. That's why we do it every week. It helps some. But I would say that it's interesting that the algorithm on TikTok is very lively. Very lively. Very interesting. But as I say, when the opposing team win, the only way you can shut them up is you got to beat them. The only thing that I can tell the trolls is that it's not going to affect me though. I don't like. I know most trolls want people to banter back with them. It ain't worth my time. So now, great punt by Louisville. Like right now, y'all, like there's been a lot of talk about the O-line. And I'm not going to say the O-line played their best. Ian wanted Hartline. That's interesting. Why do you want a Hartline over Stein, Ian? Like this O-line, They did some good jobs blocking. Look, and this is the thing. 3 yards is winning on offense. More than 3 yards is a win. Now, we talked about this yesterday. All right. To me, this is not the pass you throw. We we talked about early in the game. He had an out route to the sideline, to the boundary. It's a shorter throw. That's the one you throw. This is too long a throw for an out route. Too many variables for a corner. This one, when I'm playing corner, I'm eating that up. Oh, Ian, I got you. You hate Ohio State. That makes sense. That's just too long a throw. Like for the Trolls, like back in my day, my interception against Louisville on the hitch because it's a long throw. Like when you have a long throw, you give the DB more time to break on the ball. So this out route isn't the one. If you were throwing an out route into the boundary, then it's a shorter throw, less time for the DB to react and make up that ground, that cushion. When you throw this out route into the field, man, it is a long ass throw. That's not the one. Like, what made him think of, let me throw here to the single receiver side when I have a better route concept up top? Did he think it was man-to-man? Did he feel like his guy was just better? Because, in my opinion, that's the throw. All right? He could have actually banged this one too, but that's the throw. That's the shortest throw, right over the center. He's open. Timing, get it to him. 3rd and 5. This is one of the Wally ones. This was horrible. Now, there's no reason to run out of the back, though. He just made the angle. If Cutter stays right here, this guy runs around him because he started drifting. Now the angle is better for that defensive end. Hang in there, man. Hang in there. Like, Patterson does a great job of picking up the inside blitz. If you go out the back end, you really makes Wally's bad block look even worse. There, climb the pocket, make the throw. You just cannot keep drifting. Not in that situation. Now, I understand this one is confusing because Cutter reads, his eyes are here, and he reads 24 in man. So if we run a mesh route in man, right, he would think that Kendrick will keep running if it's man. Kendrick sees zone, he's supposed to sit. So now that's a bad throw. Now, my biggest problem, though, is you have this right now. And I'm interested why didn't he throw that? Because he had Patterson open now for the 5 yards. He had, boom, throw the ball right now, and Patterson falls forward for that first down. Now, that's not to say he still had this one. Didn't have to throw it so hard and know his zone. He's going to sit. So now, they get the ball on the 15-yard line. Yeah, that's what they say. That's what I've heard, that he's the quarterback whisperer. John, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. Lineman assignment, y'all. Lineman assignment. A lineman assignment. You have contained. You have contained. If we go back, A gap, B gap, C gap. We have everybody in a gap. He has A, he has B, he has C. You have contain. You set the down fence. You set the down post. He cannot run through that and get around. So, with that said, you play through your gap. Your gap is not there. Now we have two guys. We have two guys stacked, and you're unblocked. You are supposed to be here. John said, I would never hate UL as much as, Okay, that's fair, John. To each his own. Doesn't mean Stein is bad at Kentucky. Nah, I don't. Look, let's see what Stein does. I don't know what Stein is going to be. Because we don't know what Stein's going to do. He's going to keep Cutter Bowley. He's going to bring in one of his guys. Like, you don't know. I will say this. I feel more comfortable with Stein because he coached. Look, I'm a big Coach Trailer fan at UTSA, and he coached at UTSA. If he only would have coached at Oregon, I would give a little bit of a pause because at Oregon they get top flight players. UTSA, they're not getting the top players. He did well at UTSA. That gives me confidence that he can do well here. That gives me confidence that he doesn't need to have 5-star, 4-star players to be successful. So that makes me more positive than if he was just coming straight from Oregon. Like I said earlier, I don't know too much about it. I haven't done a deep dive, so I'm not going to say too much because I just haven't researched it enough. But we'll see. You need to be here, man. Play through your gap first. Your gap is contained. If he's here, if he's where he's supposed to be, we can play football. But now you're out leveraged. That's just not good football. Do your job first. Probably the best throw by Cutter, which means, look, is again. So, some people only remember the bad plays. This is yet another time. Cutter has time in the pocket. The picture just wasn't clear for him. The last 2 weeks, the picture just wasn't clear. It's another great raw concept. You're going to take the linebacker's eyes with sneaking the running back out. You're taking the safety's eyes by sending Cam up the post, and then that creates a void for that dig while we're also sending out Will Ride on an arrow route. This is great patience. That's the bubble in the coverage between the linebackers and the safety. That is perfect. That was perfect. Saturday was rough, Ian. No doubt about it. Like, another play. Offensive line does a great job of blocking. Louisville they said, Cutter, you have to beat us. We're going to see if you're good enough to beat us. Here's another situation I already did in the cut-ups. It is, we finally ran zone read in the essence of what zone read is supposed to be. He's reading the end guy on the line of scrimmage that we're not blocking. This guy crashes the party, which means he's crashing the inside zone. He is not taking a quarterback. So now this is the perfect situation where we pull it. So we pull it. It's so much emphasis on this side of the ball on the run game. There's 9 people, including the safety, that think Dante has the ball. It is a great job by Dante really selling that he has the ball. This safety right here is the guy who has the best chance of tackling, of preventing Cutter from having a big play. He goes into the scrum. This guy right here is a minimum of 5 yards away from Cutter laterally. He's like 7 yards away, 8 yards away from him vertically. If Cutter would have progressed right there, would this guy have stopped him? I don't know. I've seen this guy run for a touchdown against Texas. Texas is pretty athletic. I've seen him do it. You tell me, if right here he runs straight up the field, can he outrun this guy? Because this guy's lost. He's lost in the sauce. He doesn't even see Cutter with the ball. This is the only guy that could stop him. And he runs right into him. He cuts, y'all. He cuts right there, right into him. If he would have ran just straight up the field, I honestly think he scored. Now, this guy could run him down, but he at least gets to the 25. Damn. Like, it's there, man. One of the few times he actually reads the play and he pulls it and there's nobody there. Like right there, he's 3 yards. If he just went straight, fuck. He's going to run right into him. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Dante's got to stop jumping. He just has to stop jumping. Like, for me, y'all, and it's hard because I see he's reading this side of the field. He's reading this side of the field. I don't know why he's reading that side of the field. I can't tell you. But here's Cardinal rule number 1. Cardinal rule number 1 is a quarterback. If you see blitz, you replace the ball with the blitz. Now, what route is where the blitzers are coming? Here. They're bringing 6. This guy's wide open. If you read blitz, and I hope you read blitz, now I'm going to replace it. Wide open. If he throws it to that tight end right there, right here. It's the name of the game, man. There's a lot on his shoulders, but you have to see that. We also have to block that better. But man, we got 2 guys for them. We just short circuited with the center and the guard. But man, he's wide open. The middle is open because of the 2 missing linebackers. Replaced them with the ball. It's there, man. It's clear as day. The picture just wasn't clear. Fuck. So that's a sack. Now, this is a great catch by the DB, and there's some confusion in here. He didn't have to throw it there, but I guess he saw 1-on-1 and he wanted to. No problem. Great catch. Now this is the worst. Now this shit here by defense, this is bullshit. See, and let's see what Will can do. Can he bring in quarterbacks? We shall see. We shall see. This 99-yard drive was bullshit. Guys not being there. Guys playing a little soft. This was just bad. Like that right here is just bad. See run. We see run. Fill the free gap. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I did not have on a bingo card that Louisville would beat us in the trenches. I just did not have that. Did not have that. That was not on the card for them to dominate us at the line of scrimmage. Like that's bad. Didn't think the offense would get shut out. That's bad. Now they run mesh route, and we got tangled up. Now I don't have all 22, but I know we're playing man, and you can see Ty Bryant right here. I think he wants to drive this, but he can't because the corner's in man, and Grayton gets in his way. Right there, you can see it right there. They got this first down on 3rd and short. As I've always said, you didn't earn the right, though. You lost on 1st and 2nd down. Being 3rd and 5 or under isn't a good down for a defense. Louisville came in 2 backs, a lot, tight end, and just said, we're just going to run it. We're going to take your will away. And they did. They just dominated the line of scrimmage. And now we got guys like right here. Not much to say on this film, y'all. Like, who has contain? Who has contain? If you have contain, bring your ass up here. If this is not man, bring your ass up here. Like that's bad. And it just goes back to like that David Gusta thing, losing David, leaving that anchor in the middle. It's a bad time to lose bad time losing your best defensive lineman. And if you run the 3-4, you have to be strong up the middle. And when we lost the anchor, and that was it. I dare not cut up. That's just a young guy. That's this when you get corners doing this, that's miscommunication. When a corner fuck up is obvious. That was a mistake by Grayton. He cannot squeeze number 2. It's just that's not your job. Everything is covered. Everything is covered. Now watch. We're gonna have Cam and Grayton less than 5 yards apart. You need to keep your ass right there. Bad football, man. Week 12. I know he's a freshman. Damn. When we stayed ahead of the change, which didn't happen often. When we stayed ahead of the change, which didn't happen often, we were decent. I don't know if Johnny. Yeah, John. You can't run a down ball when you're down 27 plus. Brad said we couldn't. See, Steven, that's him being generous. It was just these guys. like I said yesterday, when things started going sour or going south, they I guess they're too young, too inexperienced to find a way to just dig in and just do their job. Like Cam Dooley made some mistakes there. Um, yes, John, they there was a lot of holding in this game. I wouldn't be shocked, John. John Summerall likes Brad White, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm sorry, Ian. I usually I get people. It doesn't make them matter. It doesn't make them more mad. Actually, it's the reverse. Now they see what's going on. But yeah, we couldn't contain for whatever, and honestly, containment is a lot of times in the 3-4. It's that outside linebacker. Sometimes it's the safeties, and all those guys are young, except Ty Bryant. But I don't remember seeing Ty Bryant in a situation where he had contained. Like, dude, remember a couple weeks ago I said that we have not highlighted tight ends much. These last 2 weeks he tried to get the ball to tight end. He's butt naked open. I don't understand why you tried to fit that one in there. Like, there is nothing about this that says throw the seam route to the tight end. Wide fucking open. Make it make sense. I can't. That one was crazy. That one was crazy. I know John, he was more than wide open. He was butt naked open. And I so that is, as I was saying, that's what happens with our team. Um this year, if you look at the games, truly look at the games. Um when things went south, it went south in a hurry, and we could not regroup. South Carolina game is case in point. That South Carolina team is not very good, and once we went into the turnover thing, that was it. Same thing happened here. The block punt, offense going 3 and out, it just tumbled, and we could never gain our footing, and that's just nature of the beast. So this game is over with, y'all. That's all I got. John, it ain't over. I think Steven brought up a good thing. Maybe I'll do some Oregon games. I should be able to find them on ESPN. But big, we'll see if I can find it. We'll see if I can find it, Steven. That is an angle. I will do something every week. I will continue. I don't know if I'm gonna go Sunday, Monday. We'll figure something out so we can congregate and fellowship as usual. Steven says a suggestion for a future show. Please find a few plays Oregon runs that fit Cutter's skill set and break them down here so we can get a feeling play called. Yeesh. What is Cutter's skill set, Steven? I still don't really know, because he doesn't want to run the ball. Do you think the field was too hard for them? I know it's Cutter. No, peanut butter. Don't even start with that, man. I don't know why Cutter didn't. These last 2 weeks, Cutter just didn't see the game well. the picture was just not clear. And I don't know why. Because honestly, he played way better against better defenses. Texas has a damn good defense, and he played decent football against them. Like I don't know. Like these teams are, I don't get it. I don't know. Sometimes you just have those types of games. When you're dealing with young kids, like what Cutter's 19, 20 maybe. It's just bad that he had his worst games, the last 2 games of the season, when he was progressing very well until we played Vandy. He was processing well. He was progressing well. We were starting to do things that I think he liked to do, and it just went sour. So, that's all I got. Last game of the season. As always, I appreciate the originals. Thank y'all for tuning in all 12 weeks. I know it was a roller coaster ride, but I appreciate y'all staying with me and tuning in. The newbies on TikTok, I'm still learning, y'all. I get it. The trolls be trolling y'all on TikTok. But I appreciate y'all even coming on, because if you trolling, that means you're watching, which is a good thing. Keep watching. Follow, like the broadcast, subscribe, donate, do all those good things. You can Cash App your boy. It's on the bottom left. B-Style17 on Twitter and TikTok. LA Bluegrass on Instagram. You know what? Let's take that back. B-Style17 on Twitter, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. I'm on Twitch too. Driving with Styles on YouTube. Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, share. Do it all on all the platforms. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all next time. Hopefully next time is sooner than later. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you on the other side.
116 left play the game. Quarterback drops into the end zone. Manning drops, goes left. Goes back to the middle. 43. Manning drops back pass. Complete.